Hi friends, today we're going to do a scavenger hunt in your apartment for your writing. By the end of this video, you will have 5 objects on the table and 15 sentences you didn't even have to think up. My name is Yi Qing and I am a working essayist, playwright, and screenwriter. I teach people how to pay attention and write what's true. Now, the second part is actually harder than you think because almost every true sentence is the one that you are writing around. So let's think about how many times we've told our stories to strangers, to friends, on dates, to coworkers, all that. And each version might be a little different. And every time you tell those stories, they get sanded down a little. And eventually some of them might not be true anymore. But we don't examine them, do we? This is why your apartment is actually the perfect place for this exercise. Because even if our stories don't become true, the objects stay true, the facts stay true, and the emotional impact, if we're honest with ourselves, they are still there. So this exercise is actually for you to really dig into these things that represent the truth. Because remember, for these objects, you chose them once and you kept them 1,000 times. That's why they survived and are still in your life. They might have survived a breakup, a move, a purge, an old version of yourself that does no longer exist. Whichever that is, those objects do exist. And for the next however minutes you're going to spend looking for these, I invite you to look for these 5 things. The first one is the oldest thing you own. The second one is something you've replaced more than 3 times for whatever reason. Third is something someone gave you that you would never pick up for yourself. The fourth thing is something you kept from a person who's no longer in your life. And the last thing, the fifth thing, is something you bought for a version of yourself that didn't happen. So give yourself maybe 5 to 10 minutes to go look for these things. Remember, 5 things. I already gave you the list. Now it's your time to go find them. Go. Whew. All right, I am back. I got the 5 things. I don't know how long it took you. It took me a while, but we have them. And now we need to write 3 sentences for each object. The first is what that is. The second is how it got here. How did you buy it? How did it end up in your life? The third is why it's still here, meaning the emotional impact. Remember, that is a tricky thing. The third sentence is the tricky sentence, and I'm curious about how you will write about that. And after this, I will read through my list and I will choose one object that I am going to write a full page about. That's a selection process that's rarely get taught, because I don't want you to collect these things or even these sentences. I want you to be able to tell where you're hiding and go look deeper into that place. Now, you can pause here, write those 3 sentences for each object. We will come back. Whew. After a shower and a change of clothes, I am back. I'm going to read you my sentences, show you the objects, and pick one thing to write about. It's not easy, I can tell you, but it's so worth it because I've unlocked so many things about myself that I didn't even know. So, first thing, the oldest thing you own. That would be this, we call it 旗袍 in Chinese, or cheongsam, it's a dress. It's silk. My mom had it customized made for me before I came to the US 12 years ago. I never worn it out of home, and I'm not sure if it's because I don't think it looks good on me, or I don't want to be seen as more Chinese than I actually am. Second, something you've replaced more than 3 times. Yoga mat. I bought this one because of design. It says Capricorn. And all my life I've thought I was a Capricorn until I found that my birth chart indicated that I was a Sagittarius. This one stayed because of that design and because of that phase of my life where I thought I was Capricorn. And it's funny how much thought I gave to it. Next thing, something someone gave you that you'd never have chosen yourself. This steam mop. My ex-boyfriend gave it to me as a surprise gift last year after my own steam mop, the handle of my own steam mop was broken. I kept it because of practicality, also because I use it every week and I don't think about him when I use it. Next, something you kept from a person who's no longer in your life. Okay, it's another guy. Sorry, but not sorry. It's a ring. And this is a promise ring that I got from a boyfriend that I had in my early 20s. I've been wearing this for many years after we broken up. And then eventually I took it off because it kept catching on sweaters and stuff. So I bought a better ring for myself, this one. And this one went into storage. But my parents are still asking about it occasionally. And I don't know why. So I guess that's why it stayed. Oh, I think I'm crying a little now. Ugh, that's why it stayed, because I don't even know why my parents are still asking about it. I think I might want to write about this ring. I've never written about it. And now, as I'm looking at it, there's a story there. And the fact that I don't know why is a good indicator that I need to look into this. And the last thing, something you bought for a version of yourself that didn't happen. This mini portable sewing machine that I got from Amazon last summer. I used it once. Okay, I opened it. I tried it on a piece of clothes that I wanted to work on. Really, the learning curve was too steep, so I gave up. But that's the thing, is that I'm holding on to it because it's a version of me that I'm still hoping to happen. And I'm holding on to it because I'm holding on to that hope. So you can tell the most unclear thing is really this ring. That's the most fuzzy one where I don't really know why. And that's why I'm going to write about it. What are your 5 objects and what are your sentences? And have you just identified that one object where you don't really know why you kept them? So yeah, thank you so much for watching. And my name is Yiqing. I do write a newsletter on how to write what's true. It's called Anti-Content, 5 letters on how to write what's true. Blah, can't even speak. And the subscription link is in the comment section in the description. You will get tips, advice, examples, writing exercises in just 5 emails over 5 days. So go subscribe and you will read more from me, and I look forward to hearing from you. Again, this is a two-way street. I do want your input. I do appreciate your input to help me make this channel better. And yeah, thank you so much again. Let me know how this scavenger hunt works for you. I really, really want to know. All right, keep writing, and I'll see you next week.